Okay, that just wigged out. I wonder if that's because of the L9i. Maybe, I'm hoping. Okay, that was that. Yeah, thanks, Pete.
But anyway, but basically it's gone straight down. Yeah.
I've tried moving the CG back a little towards the manufacturer's recommendations. So I'm now at about 45 millimeters, I think. I'll just recheck that. Yeah, pretty close to 45 millimeters now, and I'll see how that goes. What I'll also do is I'll use my launch mode, which adds about 5 degrees of up elevator by default. Just have to remember to turn that off after it's launched. Nice strong wind now. Ah, they cut out. That seems okay. Yeah, ESCs tractors. Right, trimmed out. What a shame. Because it's flying beautifully and quietly now. Just can't go much above 60% throttle. Definitely, the nose definitely dips when you bump the throttle up. So nice gradual throttle changes are probably the way to go for FPV footage. Otherwise it flies very stably, predictably, looks quite smooth. Check the glide. Very nice. Nosing up. No, happy. Can't even tell I've got the elevator full up. Very nice. Ah man, I'm so disappointed that I didn't launch the first time because it's flying great. Can't remember if I got motor braking turned on or off, but see how we go. This thing wants to glide in real fast. It's a bit of a fast lander. we go. Alright, I'm not going to change the CG, I'm just going to recheck that the battery hasn't moved, and then see how we go with another launch. Especially now the wind has really dropped off. It'll be interesting if there's any incident now that it's trimmed out. I did have launch mode on last time, so I was using a little bit of up elevator. As you can see there, I'm just clicking the button and they're just popping up a few degrees. I might do that again because it does seem to help. Yep, still in the same spot, about 45 millimeters. Here we go. Ah, look at that. No issues at all. Probably didn't even need the launch mode switch on. Just nose straight up. That was about 70-75% throttle, and it just leapt out of my hand and went straight. I did throw it at a bit of an angle, probably 20-25 degrees. No issues at all. In fact, now I'm curious about launching it without the extra elevons up, so I might actually land it and just give it a gentler toss and see what happens. Level it out. Nice. This time without the launch mode, so the elevons are completely flat and flush with the rest of the wing. Still going to use an up angle and about 70% throttle. That wasn't so good. Okay, so it turns out using a few degrees of up elevon when you're launching definitely helps. Glad I'm experimenting with a plane that I'm caring less about. At least, if this helps anybody else, then it's well worth it. Ah, looks like stuff has moved. I might just disconnect the battery and just reconfigure and go again. The nose is definitely falling apart. A couple of rubber bands, but lots of loose bits at the moment, so wouldn't be surprised when I speed up if I see bits flying off it. Alright, here we go again. So launch mode on. A little bit of wind from this direction, so I'll go this way. Should be good. Well, that's no coming back from that. The motor's cut out and I had no control. Oh well, I think that's the end of this experiment. Carnage. Even the hatch broke. Disconnect that battery, hey. Hey, my prop survived. That's a good thing. Battery's looking more like a banana. Yeah, I think that's had its day. It's going to have to be discharged carefully and disposed of. And here's hoping all the electronics that I've installed in this plane are all okay. I'll have to do a bit of bench testing and I'll go again. Not sure if I'll go again with this plane. I do like the idea, but I'll have to have a long hard think about it. Because the last thing I want is to go through all this effort again and then have an issue. In this case, you know, I trimmed it out and it was okay. And it was only the ESCs cutting out that ended up causing me the issue on that launch. But being a plank, it'll always be a little tricky to get trimmed in right from the start. Second to that, of course, I would have had to spend time trying to trim the flight controller, all the gains and amount of pitch and roll control it has, and a little trickier on a plank or a wing than a standard plane. Part of me is thinking, why don't I just buy a Ranger EX 1600mm like Jace has and be done with it, and have easy launches and easy slow landings and plenty of space. I'll have to have a think about that. Alright, that's me signing off.